Igbeyinadun Market, Idi-Oro, is located at the Mushin local government area of Lagos State. It's a special market for plantain and gari. Now, prior to the currency crisis, this market is always full with beehive of activities like trading and selling. But now the reverse is the case, as there are people just trickling in to buy and sell owing to the currency crisis. Let's get in here and talk to some people to feel the pulse on the situation.
Many things. Even the business has been paralyzed. It is only through the means of mercy of God that we are being coping. Because number one, you know those that bring market from us, they are from the bush. So it wasn't easy for them. Even we are the city, it wasn't easy for us to get money. That time somebody from the bush, when you get to the bank, like you are trading with 500,000, 200,000. By the time you get to the bank, they're telling you, come and collect 5,000, come and collect 2,000. Even the 2,000, you will be on queue for hours. Some people go more than 2 days, 3 days. Upon all, they will still get nothing.
The Naira crisis made it difficult to trade. Our suppliers insisted that until the CBN governor informs the public to accept the old note, they won't collect it. Our suppliers get goods from local farmers, and these farmers do not accept old note or transfer.
It affect my business, so I don't see garri sell. Early money I go consider for pallets. Money where I transfer for back, e dey back. I go back, I want withdraw money, they no give me money, they go say na 5,000 that they go give me. Market where they buy 3 million, 4 million. So they no give me. Now I go buy my money. I buy 100,000, 25,000. Now I take buy 100,000. I buy 200,000. Now they take manage now. If I say, if they call say transfer, I go say no. The woman they go cry, they talk. Mama, you won't kill us. You know, say market. I say, I not go take transfer. All money there for back. Back no give us money. If I say, I go riper. I go give driver. I go carry go Bini. They bring small one for me again. Now I sit down. So we they suffer.
These are not the only people counting their losses. The director, Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, Dr. Muda Yusuf, said the economy ground to a halt and lost about 20 trillion naira following the over 70% mop-up of cash by the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria. Though the Supreme Court gave a verdict that the old 500 and 1,000 naira notes should coexist, yet many were expecting the president or the CBN governor's directive before acceptance. It is of great importance we mention the role of this court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the country and is the last resort for justice. It plays a pivotal role in ensuring that each branch of government recognizes the limits of its own power. Of the 6-page judgment by the Supreme Court, a legal practitioner, Tunji Abdulhamid, who was a guest on our radio program On Record, says there is nothing in the judgment which requires the CBN governor or Mr. President to give permission. Some Nigerians are not ignorant of the powers of the Supreme Court, but why were they waiting for the directive of the president or the CBN governor? This brings to fore the question whether the power vested in the Supreme Court is being undermined.
So when the order is made by the court and that order is not obeyed, it is not the fault of the court. It is the executive. The work of the executive is to enforce law.
Yes.
Or the order of the court is law.
Yes.
So who is to enforce it? It is the executive. So if the executive is not enforcing the law, you won't blame the judiciary. A judge will not say because I made an order today that so things will happen and it didn't happen. That judge will now carry himself and go and arrest that person. It will not be the one. It will be the executive. The police are under the executive. The security agencies are under the executive. The attorney general is under the, most people don't know because the attorney general is a lawyer. They see him as a member of the judiciary. No, it's a member of the executive. So these are the people who are supposed to enforce the law. So if you are not doing so, how do you now blame judiciary for that failure? So it's a responsibility of enforcing the law. The enforcement of the law. Once the judge has made his own order, he has done his part. It is now for the people for those who are saddled with responsibility to go and enforce it.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has given the approval for the old and new notes to coexist, but Nigerians want more.
There's an issue between the buying and the people who are selling on the market. Mostly when we buy the market, they will not see their money. When we come next time, they'll say, but the last time you come, you transfer money up to now, I've not seen my money. I cannot sell for you. Since morning now, I'm inside the market to buy market. The person I used to buy with him, he said he don't want to collect transfer today. The other people said I should go and do transfer. My network is not going since. The network is bad and no cash.
I've not been coping well. Only what I deal with is withdrawing and sending, because the situation of the cash issue is affecting me a lot. And you know, business of POS deals with cash.
We buy our goods from villages and transfers are barely done. We deal mostly with cash. But later, transfers became the norm and it's not been easy adjusting to it. We are not necessarily blaming the government, as we hope they are doing this for us, the masses. But sales have been slow because they do not accept transfers always.
So you said it's transfer you want to do. Why is it transfer?
It is transfer because I don't have cash as at now.
Why? What happened?
I went to my bank this morning. The money has not gotten there. Not that they don't want to give us, but the money is not yet there. The money is not yet in circulation properly. So it's the little one that I have, which is new, small new. I will add to my transfer and make the transfer. Since I've been in the markets, I've been to Mushin, it's transfer that I've been doing. What I want the government to do is to make sure that the money is in circulation everywhere. They should give the banks money. Let them start paying customers so that we too can pay our customer when we are buying things from them.
For those that do not know the efficacy of the Supreme Court's verdict, it is hoped that this new directive of the CBN for the old notes and new notes to coexist will make them to collect it and normalcy will return to business activities again. For Impact Television, I'm Grace Paul Adebayo.